Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Becky Lynch's return to WWE is awaited by millions around the world, and the star not featuring at WrestleMania 41 would be a major disappointment for the fans. Lynch has not been on WWE TV since May 2024, and there have been speculations of a grand return multiple times over the past few months. In a shocking twist, Adam Pearce might bring back Lynch this week on Raw and add her as the special guest referee for the Women's World title match at WrestleMania 41. The Women's World Championship match between Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Shirai has captured the fans' attention, and the excitement is off the charts for the WWE Universe. All three women have been trying to take each other down every opportunity they get on the red brand, and Adam Pearce is already frustrated with it. This week's WWE Raw could also feature something similar, with the three women brawling with each other all around the arena, and Pearce looking on helplessly. The officials and security might try to get involved, just to get assaulted by the stars. This could lead to Adam Pearce making the massive announcement of the addition of a special guest referee to the match. Pearce could then bring out Becky Lynch in the surprising role, with the man getting the opportunity to challenge the winner of the triple threat battle at the grandest stage of them all. This could end up raising the stakes of this match, adding to the excitement among fans for the battle. Becky Lynch's husband, WWE superstar Seth Rollins, has not given any official update about Lynch's future in the wrestling industry and what the man has planned for her career over the past few months. However, during a recent appearance at Front Office Sports, Rollins addressed Lynch's potential return to the company. The visionary stated that he expects his wife to return to the Stamford-based company soon, but wasn't sure as to when the history-making moment could take place. While Lynch's return is still awaited by fans, it would be very interesting to see what role she assumes in the company on her return, a face or a heel. Unlike Lynch, Seth Rollins is confirmed to be a part of the grandest stage of them all this year and is set to main event night one of the show. Rollins will go on to battle Roman Reigns and CM Punk in a triple threat match, and the excitement among fans is off the charts. Fans will now have to wait and see what the future holds for Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch in WWE's WrestleMania 41 looms larger on the WWE calendar, and the road to the showcase of the Immortals narrows into its final weeks. One name continues to echo through arenas and dominate conversations, despite her absence from the weekly programming. The one and only Becky Lynch. The man. The game changer. The icon who helped redefine what it means to be a woman in WWE. While many believe that her recent absence following a brutal loss on Raw or a potential storyline injury might keep her away from the WrestleMania spotlight, backstage whispers and strategic silence suggest otherwise. And now, all eyes are on Monday Night Raw amid growing speculation that Becky Lynch is set for a surprise return. But not only that, she could be returning to take on a brand new role at WrestleMania 41, one that no one saw coming. Could WWE be ready to shock the world again by sliding Lynch into a last-minute high-profile story that redefines the card? Becky Lynch's absence from recent WWE programming has been noticeable. For a superstar of her caliber, one of the most decorated women in WWE history, it's rare to see WrestleMania season unfold without her presence. And yet, with the Women's World Championship picture dominated by the dominant Rhea Ripley and her chaotic alliances with the Judgment Day, and the SmackDown Women's division being held tightly by a resurgent Io Shirai, Becky has remained on the sidelines. On the surface, it may appear as though WWE has opted to give others the spotlight this year. But fans know better. This is Becky Lynch we're talking about. The woman who made history by main eventing WrestleMania 35. The trailblazer who stood toe-to-toe with legends and came out on top. And more than anything, the ultimate wild card in any WWE scenario. Sources close to WWE creative suggest that Lynch's absence isn't a coincidence. It's part of a carefully guarded plan to reinsert her into the WrestleMania narrative at the 11th hour. The goal? Maximize shock value, create buzz, and possibly course-correct the perception that this year's women's division booking lacks the star power fans are used to. While the exact details remain a closely guarded secret, multiple possibilities are being explored backstage. Each option, if executed, could send shockwaves across the WWE landscape. One scenario gaining momentum is that Becky could return to Raw in the coming week and insert herself into the Women's World Championship match between Rhea Ripley and the winner of the ongoing #1 contender storyline. Whether that's Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, or even a dark horse contender like Shayna Baszler, the addition of Becky Lynch would instantly elevate the stakes. Triple threats at WrestleMania are a tried-and-true formula for chaos and unpredictability, and Lynch has proven time and time again that she thrives under those very conditions. Well, why would she be added so late in the game? It's simple. Unfinished business. Let's rewind to just a few months ago. Becky was deep in a rivalry with Rhea Ripley, one that teased a WrestleMania clash for the ages. It was the match fans were salivating over. The veteran legend versus the unstoppable champion. The man versus the eradicator. The build was subtle, simmering, and rooted in real respect, paired with just enough mutual resentment to make it personal. But then Becky disappeared from the title picture, seemingly out of nowhere. Injuries, time off, or internal reshuffling of plans. Whatever the reason, that storyline cooled off. But it was never finished. And now, with Ripley looking nearly invincible, the timing is perfect for Becky to return and finally pick that story back up. Only this time, the stakes are even higher, the crowd is even hungrier, and the WrestleMania moment could be even more legendary. But that's not the only potential path for the man. Another theory being whispered backstage is that Becky could return not as a competitor, but as a special guest enforcer or ringside presence in a major WrestleMania women's match. This would be a twist no one saw coming. A non-wrestling role for Becky on the grandest stage. At first glance, it might seem like a letdown. But consider this. What if WWE is using Becky's presence to help elevate another rising star? What if her involvement is the key to shifting the tides in a high-stakes match, planting seeds for her next feud, or even launching a heel turn that shakes the foundations of Raw? Becky has proven she doesn't need a title to stay relevant. All she needs is a microphone and a moment. And WrestleMania is built on those moments. Then there's the wild card option, the one that could blow the roof off Lincoln Financial Field. What if Becky Lynch returns on Raw, not to join an existing match, but to create a new one? What if she challenges a fellow returning superstar, sets up a grudge match that isn't about gold, but about legacy, pride, and proving a point? Trish Stratus, Lita, even a surprise return from Sasha Banks or Charlotte Flair isn't off the table. Imagine Becky versus a returning icon stealing the spotlight in a non-title dream match that nobody predicted but everybody wants. WWE has a history of pulling off these shock reveals just in time to light a fire under the WrestleMania card. Becky Lynch could be that spark, of course. Any of these scenarios require the cooperation of WWE creative, the blessing of top brass, and the ability to execute on short notice. But if there's anyone capable of thriving under pressure and making magic in limited time, it's Becky Lynch. Her promo skills alone can turn a lukewarm feud into a red-hot rivalry in a matter of minutes. Her in-ring storytelling can elevate any opponent, and her sheer star power is a ticket seller in itself. Bringing Becky back now isn't just smart. It may be necessary to push this year's WrestleMania over the top. There's also the emotional angle to consider. WrestleMania is about culmination. It's about closing arcs and opening new ones. Becky's story with the WWE Universe isn't finished. Every time she leaves, the fans beg for her return. Every time she shows up, the roof comes off. There's a reason she's one of the most decorated, beloved, and respected women in wrestling history. Her story is far from over. And WrestleMania 41 might just be the perfect place to remind the world why. From a business standpoint, Becky's return makes sense too. Ticket sales, merch sales, ratings, her presence boosts them all. She moves the needle. And with WrestleMania being a global event with mainstream media attention, Having someone like Becky Lynch in a prominent role adds undeniable credibility. This isn't just about storytelling, it's about star power. And few shine brighter than the man. But perhaps the biggest question isn't how Becky Lynch returns. It's why. What drives her back to the ring? Revenge? Pride? A desire to prove she still runs the show? Or something deeper, more personal? WWE has a golden opportunity to tell a story that's not just about titles, but about legacy. About a woman who fought her way from obscurity to superstardom, only to be sidelined, and now claws her way back to remind everyone that she's not just part of the division. She is the division. And when that music hits on Raw, when the crowd explodes and the man walks through the curtain with fire in her eyes, it will mark the beginning of something massive. Whether she's added to a title match, kicks off a new rivalry, or simply leaves her mark on the grandest show of them all, Becky Lynch's return could be the surprise moment that defines WrestleMania 41. In an industry built on moments, on comebacks, on surprises that leave jaws on the floor, Becky's reemergence at this stage of the game could be the kind of game-changer WWE needs to take WrestleMania 41 from great to unforgettable. One woman, one mission, one moment that could reshape the future of WWE. The countdown is on. The anticipation is building. And if the rumors are true, then WrestleMania 41 is about to become the man's show all over again. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.